Hi, my name is Tom Kitchen, and I want to share a small piece about my faith journey. We have all heard people say that one of the things that we don't talk about is religion. This could not be more wrong. I was born and raised as a Catholic. However, my faith journey has been influenced by many different people in the Christian faith. When you see someone that is strong in their faith by what they say and do, you want to emulate them because it's good. One of the biggest influences in my life and my faith journey was my grandmother. She lived her life providing and doing for others, even when she had to do without. She believed that you never turned anyone away who needed help, because that person could be Jesus. My faith journey is not a straight line, and in many ways it looks like a road map with different ways to get to the same destination. There have been both good and bad influences that have affected my faith journey. The bad influences that have happened just made me a stronger person. This might not have occurred in the time frame that I wanted, but eventually it happens. In 2001, I traveled between Baltimore, Philadelphia, and New York City. On Tuesday, September 11th, 2001, I would have normally been in the New York City office, which was located right across the street from the World Trade Center. But due to several circumstances that happened the week before, I ended up working in the Philadelphia office. I was to attend a client meeting with the underwriter on the 102nd floor of the World Trade Center. However, my boss at the time said I should stay in Philadelphia and he would get the information for me and give it to me later that week. Unfortunately, due to the events of the day, he died in the collapse. That year was a very tough year due to the many funeral services that I have attended for co-workers' husbands and my boss. And of course, the what if question. What if I was in the World Trade Center that day? What would have happened to my wife and two young sons? Jane, my wife, was telling our priest about the situation, and he stated, God has a plan for Tom, and his work here wasn't done. My wife gave me one of the greatest gifts at the time. She gave me a weekend retreat to Malvern. At the time, I thought it was just another retreat. However, it turned out to be so much more. During that weekend, I spent time reflecting and praying in front of the Blessed Sacrament, attending Mass, and reconciliation. The retreat was a true blessing for me, and it felt like a weight was lifted off my shoulders. The ironic part of the story is that the priest that was the spiritual leader of the retreat was also the same priest that my wife talked to earlier. I believe that God was providing me the help and strength that I needed through all the influences in my life. Thank you for allowing me to share.